Hi, this is Steve Clifford. I'm on the spot today with IDC's Mike Versace and Pete Lindstrom to take a look at the future of the password and authentication. There continues to be some interesting market announcements on what's going on within the authentication and security space, be it Google's Secure Key, a new two-factor authentication dongle, or you're seeing Apple's Touch ID being used in more devices across its portfolio. Wanted to get your take in terms of what you both are seeing in terms of what's going on both today as it relates to enterprise authentication and really where you see some of this technology moving forward.
It's actually a very exciting time in the world of authentication, if authentication can be exciting. So certainly, Steve, those announcements remind us that there is much to be done in the world of password replacement. The idea of passwords dying is probably a bit far-fetched, but they'll become less and less prominent in our lives. The Google announcement I thought was a great one. It's actually a company called Yubico that's a part of their FIDO Alliance that came out with a UTF-certified USB dongle. Google's actually been using that USB key for authentication for quite a while now, months, maybe even a year or two. And so that kind of capability, as it becomes mainstream, takes the burden off of all of this password management that we know and love. We do love it, that we have to pay attention to properly protect our environment. Apple, with its Touch ID announcement, I thought, going back 2 years now, really kind of revolutionized the idea of biometrics, although there's a very strong undertow in the security community against biometrics. The thing that's different here is the play of mobile devices in our environment. And so the availability and pervasiveness of mobile devices creates another opportunity for us to add some different types of factors for authentication. So the password is a secret. Biometrics are what you are or who you are or how you operate, and then certainly possession has a play in there, whether it's possessing a token, which we are familiar with going way back for remote access, or nowadays of a mobile phone that gives you a lot of flexibilities to kind of mix and munge these types of factors into an environment that could be useful. But it also might be complex. Mike, I'm wondering what you think about that.
Well, I agree with you. I'd love to come back on the topic, Pete, of the negative undertone or the negative sentiment around biometrics. I think that's a great topic to talk about because of the amount of growth that we're seeing and the adoption that we're seeing, particularly through mobile devices. But I don't know. I think when I think about things like Google's dongle, dongles have been around for a long time as secondary authentication factors, right? For many years, for decades now, since the first Security Dynamics token Secure ID card came out. You could put that in the same class as this new Google announcement. But I think one of the waves that is moving against some of those innovations are innovations that allow us to use our behaviors and the way we represent ourselves online as factors in how our actions are authenticated. Solutions like a password and a user ID and even a dongle, these are identities that are impressed on us. They're given to us, they're assigned to us for a specific purpose. And I think the market is moving to more adaptive solutions that basically authenticate us based on the way we express ourselves, the way we behave, the locations that we're in, the mobile devices that we use, the way we interact online. So the shift from impressed identities to expressed identities, which are adaptive to different transactions, different online settings. I think these things, will they coexist? Yeah, probably. I think they'll coexist for a while, but I think they're sort of at odds with each other to some degree also because the password systems that we have had in place for so many years now have gotten as weak as they are today.
Well, it sounds like the authentication, there's quite a bit to continue thinking about, and the password is not dead just yet. So I thank you both for your time today, and look forward to keeping up to date with you as this, obviously dynamic space continues to evolve.
Thanks, Steve. Thanks, Pete.
Thanks, Steve. Thanks, Mike.